Welcome to the Mythos Mystery Society prevents. I've done that before.
We'll stop us.
You can never stop us.
It's been 4 years. It's time to end this.
We're done now. Presents
Done now.
MythosCon 2022, brought to you by Schmuckies. Schmuckies? Shut up, it's Schmuckies. Tonight is our first night of MythosCon, and we're going hard as a mother as we play MÖRK. I don't know the official.
MÖRK. It's MÖRK. It's just MÖRK.
Burger, which is a hard metal. So we're so hard right now, everyone.
Everyone is so hard. Anyone who's been on this channel before, this is a new kind of energy. It's after dark. You're welcome.
Yeah, it's the R-rated red eye show or whatever.
Everything is red.
We were investigating the Schmuckies Mystery Mansion when we discovered an old case full of vinyls, and the inside was a I don't know, name a metal band, Jason. I don't know them.
You just listen. Weed Eater.
Weed Eater, an old Weed Eater record that we put onto the gramophone, and when we put it on, we were all sucked into a horrible Dark Soulsian-like world of MÖRK BORG. But we also decided we would warm up a little bit by reading some 2-sentence horror stories.
Because this is a myth. What is MythosCon?
MythosCon is the celebration of the start of the Mythos Mystery Society, which is the channel that I run, but it's just something that we just kind of do for fun, and Maria's channel is, like, way cooler and everything like that, so we decided, like, if Maria's in a game, we're gonna throw it on Maria's channel, because Maria's channel's cool, as long as Maria wants us on their channel.
It's me! Yes. Listen, after tonight, we'll see.
Yeah, well, it's like, yeah,
We'll never be
it's not a
welcome back.
MythosCon,
Never,
turns out.
ever,
I'll
ever.
suddenly be banned from their channel.
Forever and ever and ever. And yeah, we've been doing this for 4 years. Maria's been on quite a lot of our things.
This is my second
MythosCon, but it's like
But I've been on 1,000 shows.
yeah, and you're on some of my favorites too, like Seventh
I'm
Circle.
your favorite. Y'all heard it here.
You are my favorite. Yeah,
I'm one of the newest, and I'm the favorite.
Are you the newest? I think you are. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, Emma joined right before I did, yeah.
Who would like to start our 2-sentence horror story warm-up?
I'll start.
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
You gotta do it in your most, like...
Yeah, you gotta get mythosy.
You gotta get nasty. But not... No, don't do that.
Real down and dirty with it.
Alright. I looked at my father's head on the wall, knowing that he'll finally be proud of me today. Then I looked back at the terrified hunter and sunk my antlers into his chest.
All right.
That's a horror story, more but like, hello, hey there. Whoa.
I got a pretty good one. I decided to kill off a few characters in the book I'm writing. It should definitely spice up this autobiography a little. That's a good one.
Ty, do you have one?
Yeah, I got one. Please put back the mirrors. We miss watching you.
Yeah, that one's good, actually. Ty, these weren't supposed to be good.
Oh, I have some unfortunate news. My closet door slid open with a creak, making me jump. I pretended his distraction had worked, and I didn't see him crouched in the corner of my room.
Was that a remote working horror story?
Sure.
Kind of seems like And then one more before we begin. The last thing I saw was my alarm clock flashing 12:07 before she pushed her long, rotting nails through my chest, her other hand muffling my screams. I sat bolt upright, relieved it was only a dream, but as I saw my alarm clock read 12:06, I heard my closet door creak open. Boo!
See, that's how you do. So 2-sentence horror stories are so interesting because all you have to do is just add extra punctuation. You can make those sentences run-on sentences, y'all.
just go for it, man.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Jason, you are the leader of this. This is your first Mythos event of ever GMing.
This is my first
Your first
GM.
ever GM. Yay!
Brand new. Yeah. So I will be running MÖRK BORG. Very Dark Soulsy, grotesque, just disturbing imagery type stuff. And I guess I'll have you guys introduce your characters after I read a little bit of an intro to kind of the setting. We start in the Palace of the Shadow King, a gothic black castle. Most of the palace lies in crumbling ruins, home to unfortunate souls sheltering beneath its broken halls. None dare dream what might lie under the rubble, covered catacombs and cellars. Tunnels sprawl beneath like writhing roots, digging deeper into the cold earth like cancerous veins. The inner wing still stands, acting as home of the Shadow King, as a being obscured by ritual. The title is hereditary. Sons are always born to the Shadow King. It's whispered princes of that line disguise themselves as ordinary men, wandering the ruins, engaging in games and tricking travelers, multiplying the miseries of their people. You all face execution for heretical theft, but a masked seer of the Shadow King offers you a chance at life. The king's one true heir, his son Alden, has gone missing. Without an heir, the Shadow King will eventually be forced to hand his crown to his imbecile brother. Get him back discreetly, and wealth, life, and freedom will be yours. It's believed Alden is imprisoned in an infamous underground locale, a place no free man would willingly go, a place called the Accursed Den. So, as a jailer comes up to let you all out of your cells to bring you to the seer, describe what you look like and maybe why you were imprisoned. Dave.
All right. My name is Erskine. I'm a very primal-looking man, very beefy, very top-heavy kind of guy. And I have 30 best friends that follow me everywhere, and those 30 best friends are my teeth! I'm a fanged berserker. I have tattoos going all up my arms. I like to imagine that my character has like a what's it called, Furiosa like fade on their face, and they also have this it's kind of like a helmet with the faceplate thing, so that people can quickly muzzle me if I get a little too bitey. I'm just kind of like this hulking kind of caveman who barely can talk in full sentences and everything like that, because I've grown up in the school of teeth and not much else. I bit my way through life, I guess. and I'm just kind of like, when the cage door opens, I'm just kind of like, I'm in prison because I ate a boy. I just ate a whole boy. Like, it was somebody liked. Yeah, they're just really out the gate, just like, oh, they let me out in one day, and it's like, oh, it's a nice day, maybe we let Erskine out for a little bit, and then Erskine immediately ate a boy. Yeah, just like, it was their mistake to make,
Ah.
So I'm like sitting in the cage, and the door opens, just like, is it bite time?
Yeah, we got something for you to bite, all right.
Gotta bite it!
They'll shackle you and bring you to the next cage to start the chain gang to Maria.
So Carva is also pretty muscular, pretty beefy. But maybe was like really, really beefy at one point. It might have diminished a little bit over time. But they have a kind of like almost grayish complexion. Like, it's still flesh tone, but it kind of looks like a little bit odd. Their hair is a bit long and stringy. They definitely don't look like they've been keeping very good care of themselves in the however long they've been here or around. They, on their left hand, are missing both their thumb and their index finger, and they kind of have to, like, grab things with, like a lobster hand a little bit. Yeah, so it's kind of like a grabby claw situation. Beyond that, they, if we've been in this, like, space for any amount of time, you'll just intermittently hear from their cell just like whistling, like they're trying to call for something, or sometimes it'll just be like a little, discordant whistling tune that seems to just happen at random. And they'll always, they've never, if anybody calls them out on it, they've never said, they've always been super defensive about like, no, I haven't, you're lying. Why they were arrested, they swear up and down that they have no idea why they're here.
All right. Come on, liar. We know what you did. Yeah, we'll move on to Ty.
Vaughn is he's got no beef like his fellow prisoners. He is a very, very thin, waif of a man. He's got like wild gray hair and a gray beard. He has a very, very tight wrap around his missing eye. He wears like very loose fitting robes, and he always carries a skull with him that you can hear him whispering to inside of his cage. And he was imprisoned because he was collecting eyeballs for a potion. And people didn't like that for some reason.
People wanted to keep their eyeballs.
Frankly, I thought it was bullshit.
Right. The jailer takes you and then brings you to the seer. So the masked seer is odd and delirious, but tells you a little bit about the accursed den. He lets you know that it's a home to a cannibalistic warlock named Fletcher, who he believes is the reason why the son has gone missing and that he's being held captive by him. And there are all sorts of other things down there that no one really knows about, so good luck. And
I know a couple of cannibals. They're fine. They're cool people. I'm best friends with a lot of cannibals, actually.
they'll be happy to see you down there then.
Yeah! Good old, what was his name?
Fletcher.
Fletcher, yeah! Good old flesh buddy.
Is that it? Is that everything? Is there anything else that you want to tell us about what's going on down there besides cannibals and other things?
Yeah, like what does he taste like?
No, no.
Speak up, you're talking to Benjamin's good ear.
We're fine. All of us are fine. I already love MÖRK BORG.
We'll do a fun thing that's in the book. Carva, since you asked, roll a d8.
I didn't. That's one of the dice I didn't pull.
I wasn't planning on making you do any of these, but since you asked, it's a good.
It's fine. I have a whole goblet of dice right here. I don't know why I'm complaining. Shut up. It's an 8.
An 8.
We're fully borked. Borged. Bork is different.
Wait to get borked.
The only other thing he knows for certain to tell you is that anyone who's gone down there has never come back.
That's probably because they didn't bite their way out.
Maybe it's because they found something that was better than up here. Maybe they forgot. It's not unnatural for things to be forgotten. It's a common thing. And I look directly at like a guard. It's normal for people to forget about things.
And it's normal for down there for people to be welcomed for dinner.
Oh, good! I love dinner.
I'm not hungry.
The jailer drags you all and throws you down few stairs into the entrance of the accursed den.
Just throws us.
Yeah,
Seems right.
This is where the tutorial level starts. It tells you how to walk around and how to hit people. Or eat.
All right. So,
Or eat them.
so that is your first room. You walk down the stairs leading into the accursed den. The smell of mold and stale air fills your nostrils. Oil lanterns hang from the ceiling, lighting the room, and you notice streams of water that leak down the holes in the walls and create a stream. Black and violet butterflies flap over the puddles. To the north, you see two doors. Both are cracked open. There's one on the left and one on the right.
Well, wait. Okay, so how do we want to play this? Do our characters know each other? I bet you this is the first time we're meeting.
Oh, 100%. I don't know either of you. I know no one. I know nothing.
I know my teeth.
Parva, like, I imagine, like, we got thrown, literally, like, thrown, like, tumbled in a pile.
Bruised.
Yeah.
My character's dead from the fall.
Yeah, I just snap an elbow back. It's just another day in... What's the world called? Or the country, or wherever we are?
The land was called, like, Tuvold?
Just another day in Tuvold as I snap my elbow back into its socket.
Carva will, like, kind of, from their back, they kind of, like, spin around and, like, are basically, like, on their knees, like, looking directly at Erskine and said,
I promise I have no reason to be here right now. Can you help me get out of here?
Yeah, all of us have no reason to be here. That boy, he was just sitting there looking delicious. Anybody could have eaten him. I mean, he was just there. Anybody could have done it. Could have been me. It was me. He was delicious. But, like, he was just sitting there looking delicious, and I had to eat him. I mean, he was... what's your name? I was reading your character.
Who are you?
Hey,
Who the hell do you think you are?
if I had to imagine a name for a character...
Just a minute, Rodney. Just pipe down for a minute. Yes, my name is Vaughn. Me and my best friend Rodney here. We're just two scientists, men of the world, the physical world, dedicated to creating things.
Is there someone living in that skull too?
Yes, well, this is Rodney. Yes,
Rodney? And he opens his mouth.
What did, Oh.
I put my finger in the mouth.
He gently closes it and shakes it.
that's a good boy, Rodney.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna just put my whole hand...
He does.
Oh, he likes you. He likes you.
Can I get a little taste? I'm gonna just chew his bottom jaw.
Just a little,
He really likes that. Oh,
Yeah. Sydney really likes it. Yeah, Sydney. This is Sydney, this one right here. This canine, yeah.
calm down, Rodney. Calm down.
We're gonna have to talk after this, Randy. Can I, just taste you too? Little finger. Just give me a little finger. It's fine.
I do. I've brewed something up in the cell. It's a hypnos enerving snuff, and I pull out a small pouch and I dangle it in front of you. I'd like you to take this. And
No. See, Courtney's this one. Courtney really wants to try. Just a little bit of your finger. Just a little bit. It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
Perhaps later I need... you'll see I don't have much blood left.
It's not the blood I want. Anyway, there's two...
No, please take the powder.
All right, I guess. Is it seasoning?
It's seasoning you take up your nose when things are looking dire.
That doesn't... Is this a nose?
No, just you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
I just don't
remember
get it.
Remember it.
Okay, whatever. I'll shove it underneath my gigantic just pec. Just like, what is this muscle called? The boobie? I have like a big muscular boobie that I just kind of like put it under.
Your storage booby.
Yeah. So Erskine is not wearing much because he's a very feral person. So I have like maybe just stuff that restrains Erskine, like like a loincloth. I have like a harness, and then my helmet is kind of like an orcish helmet, but it has like that faceplate that whenever I'm getting too bitey, any of you could just like shut it. But like, and that's it. And then that's it. I'm just like naked everywhere else. All right, yeah. So just tuck it in there.
Good.
All right, somebody roll a presence.
Presents? What?
Ooh. A skill or ability?
Who would like to do that? Would you like to do it, Carva? Because me and Vaughn have been chatting.
And that's going to be a D4.
Sure. A D4?
D20.
That's a different D.
That is the extreme opposite.
I rolled a 20.
Damn, that's a first nat. The first roll of MythosCon is a nat 20.
Yeah.
Been foretold by the stars and
By
the
the stars.
It's very exciting. You start to hear violin music coming from the doors from the north.
Hell yeah. Do we have a specific
Gee.
hell in MÖRK BORG?
Did you hear that?
And they're just kind of like straining their ears in that direction. Not really like moving, but like the top half of their body is like leaning so incredibly far to try to hear it without actually moving any closer.
Yeah, it sounds kind of like Mutoid Man. Which is a band on the MÖRK BORG playlist, Spotify.
The jazz pianist?
Yeah, the very same, the Piano Man.
His violin.
The Piano Man on his violin.
Carver's just gonna start like walking that way and say,
Maybe it's not that bad down here.
after all, and he's gonna like walk past these butterflies and like absentmindedly like just try to take some.
I'm gonna take a couple.
Put them in my
butterflies,
pockets.
Immediately shove them in my mouth. And start walking. Oh, which door do you pick? Which door do you pick, Carver?
Oh my god, there's 2 doors.
I would listen
they
better,
went.
but I've eaten both of my ears.
There are 2 doors, and you actually hear the music from both.
From both.
Ooh. Well, in most scenarios, going left is the best, so we're gonna go left.
If it's a maze, we're gonna go left. An old prophet in the land of Torvald or wherever said that.
Walking into the left door,
To the left.
To the left, to the left, to the
you
left.
start to
Oh.
see what looks like a dining hall.
Yes!
You notice this room slightly warmer than the entrance, with the smell of rot in the air and the sounds of a violin coming from the room north of you. 4 oil lamps provide the light and warmth, and a large wooden table that sits in the center. There's plenty of seats with empty mugs and plates, but no food.
Ah.
At the far end, you notice a bearded man that looks pale and fragile with sunken eyes.
Now, I hate to be the describer of bad news, but you said there was no food in the room, and then you said that there's a man at the end of the room. So, I know this is your first time GMing.
We give you 1 free pass, and it's okay.
And it's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, you see me looking at the man, just going. Just chittering my.
How? Would you say these oil lamps are easily? Can I take one?
No, they're pretty large.
That's not what I asked. Can I take one?
No,
We are
they're
beefing.
not.
Dang it.
Oh.
Okay. Then I want to just like walk over. I'll keep like direct eye contact with whoever's on this table, but I'm gonna just walk over and I'm just gonna grab a mug and I'm gonna like slowly walk back and put my mug like in my, I don't know, if I have a bag or a pocket or something?
I think everybody has a backpack.
Oh, you
Right.
just put it right underneath this area.
Put it in a pocket.
I got an
The
armpit.
old man does not do anything.
I'm gonna walk up to the old man, slowly like a panther stalking its prey, giving any of you enough time to stop me.
No, well, I'll take a mug as well.
No.
Yeah, I'll follow behind Vaughn, just like a little bit like,
I'm just gonna like, I get really close to the old man and then I immediately just grab his arm.
He kind of just mutters a few things that you can't really make out and kind of just goes back to ignoring everything.
I'm gonna like, because he's mysterious to me, I'm gonna lean in and try and listen to what he says.
You can't really make it out. He's just kind of this inaudible whisper.
Is he dead? Is he dead? I would know if he's dead.
Will you let me eat him if I say yes?
Are you telling the truth?
I'm just saying. It's just, I mean, if is any of you gonna? Are you full? Have you eaten it? And I just bite on his arm just a little bit.
I'm gonna throw my mug at you, just like clang it on your head.
Stop it!
Whitney's hungry. It's my mom.
I think also Erskine, when I throw that mug at you, a little chain comes loose and you can see like tied around my neck is just one solitary tooth.
You have a best friend. I'm just gonna like drop him and be like, yeah, this old man tastes bad anyway. He's rotten.
Anyone can roll a presence check right now.
I probably should because I'm right next to him. So it's just a D20 plus whatever my ability is, right?
Yes.
Okay. I got
Let
a
me know if you-
13 plus 1, so 14.
I was gonna say beat a 12, so there you go.
Yeah!
You notice a couple chairs pulled out. 3
Oh.
times.
You think if we sit, we'll get dinner?
Didn't they say? And then you can see like the left hand, the lobster hand is just sort of like opening and closing. It's just like after my. Didn't they say dinner? We would be dinner us?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I heard it. I got so excited about eating. I didn't think about it. I just kind of pull one of the chairs and sit down.
Yes, my old bones could use a rest. I'll sit down as well.
My elbows are on the table. Ooh. Take them off.
I don't know if this is. I don't. Is this a good idea? Is this a good idea? And they're just kind of like whispering to themselves under their hand. And you hear another voice say, "Well, of course it's a good idea. It's a perfectly fine idea."
I don't think anything about this is good. Well,
I think everything is fine. I think you're overreacting a little bit.
Well,
Okay, and I'm gonna go sit down.
Terry, what do you think about that? Just talking to
The
my own
moment you all sit down, the old man bursts awake. Fletcher! He took the boy. He has the key. He hates the king. He's eye for an eye. And then he slumps back into his chair.
Anyone gonna
I
eat
like
that?
so I like to point over to Vaughn.
Wait, you have more eyes? Wait.
He's got a lot of parts he ain't using.
I may be in the market for the right price for some ice.
And then also, with your presence roll, you notice that the violin music sounds a little bit louder from the north door.
Does this old man look like he may have died?
No, he's just snoring again.
Oh, good, he's fresh.
Damn.
Yeah, you two go on ahead.
That sounds right.
Okay.
I'm gonna eat a whole
All
board
right.
again.
Sure. I'll follow the music. Why not? When in Bork, Mork, Bork.
In
Mork.
Borg, Mork.
When in Borg, Mork.